namespaces. Okay, we will go to cover namespaces. Namespace is nothing but it is collection of classes, delegates, enums, all collection of different types. We can call it a namespace. And namespace nothing but you can keep nested namespaces also. Why you need to use namespace? For organizing your code. Just like you want to group wise, you want to organize your code, you can use namespaces. Just suppose why differently needed suppose I have different operations. Take it just like I want to insert the data and update the data, delete the data based on employee or student. Take it student, employee, staff. Three different levels. Okay. For students, I have DB. Okay. In this DB, I have student table, employee table, staff table. Okay. Three different tables. For I need to insert the data, I need to write insert query. For employee insert writing, I need to write it employee. Staff insert I need to write. For retrieving, I need to first select, here I need to write select, here update, here update, here update, here delete, here delete, here delete. And try different delete conditions. So suppose how to if I created one class, just like all things, just like we can take example. Okay, class name is the example. If I created open bracket and I created close bracket, I given all things, just like insert. It's not possible to identify which one is going on. That's why we are aggregating separate namespaces. We are keeping all the details. Suppose for student we are keeping one namespace, for staff we are keeping one namespace, and staff we are keeping one namespace. And that based on namespace we are using our code alternative. Just like one more example, we have different operations, automatic operations like that. For that one also we are keeping first. I'll show you. We'll take one example. Okay, here observe actually like this. What happened? User can create the namespaces. Already predefined namespaces is there. Already if you predefined namespaces by using statement, you can declare the namespaces. If you want to suppose namespaces are very big, you can create them as an alias name. How that and all? See, first of all, I'm commenting all things. Okay, I commented all things. Now I want to use my system namespace, means I need to use system dot console dot, that's just like system dot console dot write line. for writing. This we can call as a fully qualified namespace. Fully qualified means we are giving full name. Okay, that's the fully qualified name. We are first pointing to system, under the pointing to system, console under the console, right line we are pointing. This fully qualified name. It is user means already predefined, and we are using fully qualified. Means suppose sometimes my namespace are very big. I want to use short names. Suppose system is a 6 letters word. Now it is only 6 letters. Sometimes it will become very big. That time we can rename the alias. Just like this is a fully qualified. Without fully qualified, one more way was we can uncomment this one. Just like we can use console dot write line. It is normal namespace declaration, and this one. What is the use of using nothing but we are declaring our namespace into our program. By using keyword we can declare the predefined namespaces or user defined namespaces we can include into our project. That's the purpose of using. The system nothing but system already I told this system is already system defined namespace. That namespace we are. One more doubt we can ask just like how we can declare the namespace. Namespace we can declare like this: namespace space afterwards what the name you want to give, that name, open bracket, close bracket. Under the what are the classes, delegates, events, what are the will come to under the namespace. These are the namespace properties. Okay. Now this is a normal qualified and fully qualified namespaces I showed. Now aliasing. See now sy dot. When I press sy dot, automatically I am getting what are the I got from system. Same thing. Console dot write line. What I did normally system what alias. So suppose sometimes I don't want entirely console also each and every. Just like I will okay, entirely system.console and keeping into sy underscore c. If you can use directly syc dot write line. Okay. This is again one more different rule. This is a first fully qualified. Normally using statement we can declare the system. This is the aliasing only for system. This is the aliasing for entire system.console. Means up to class level we can give alias. Okay, this is a different system. How we can use directly fully qualified. If you use fully qualified means what is disadvantage means each and every time we need to write the code. Say suppose this one I'm system.console.write line I want to write 100 times means each and every time I need to write system like that. Instead of writing we can declare the upside, we can reuse the same code. Next, console.write line is a short term name. Just like we are keeping the name. We are already declared upside using system. Based on that one we are declaring. Next one, for system we are giving alias name and we are using. And this one is, see suppose if you have big names and all, you can read aliasing and you can use down. Okay. These are all system defined namespaces. Now user defined namespaces. Now this is the one namespace. See suppose how when it will create a namespace, automatically when you create any project, related based on the project name, automatically namespace will create. Just now I created console underscore namespace underscore exp. I created based on the project, my namespace is created. What's the meaning of when you create any new project based on project you will create? Okay, this is the namespace. Under the namespace you can see we have void, methods and classes. Same thing. See here below I created one more namespaces. Below I created namespace, user defined namespace, Adi. Under the Adi, again one more namespace, nested namespace, calculator. Again arithmetic calculator I created arithmetic. Under the arithmetic I created classes. Okay, under arithmetic operations. Under arithmetic operations I have so many methods: add, subtraction, multiplication, division. Like this, different methods is there. For I want to access these methods into my class means first I need to include my nested namespace. Afterwards only I can use. One more I created here. This is the one more namespace xyz and class xyz class and method. Suppose I want to access this method means first I need to point this one. After I need to point this one. After only I can access this one. See, first one I will show this one. Now I need to operate add operation. For I need to add operation means if you do directly add operation, it will not work. See, it is showing error. Okay. See, sometimes like this pop-up window will show when you mouse over this one, you can see small blue color line. When you click on, you can see small blue color line. If you click on that one, it will open one pop-up. We can create automatically where it's able to find out where is your class. Automatically it will add namespace. Just go and see upside. Okay, I am not able to access this one right now. How I can access? First I need to declare the namespaces. Where it is add methods exist, just come down. Add method is exist in Arithmetica. First of all, I need to create object for class. Before creating object, first I need to point RD under the RD calculator, under the calculator arithmetic operator I need to point. First I need to do like that and all. Otherwise, first see, these two ways we can use, just like adi dot calculator dot arithmetic operations obj equal to new arithmetic operators. Now obj dot I can access add method. Okay. Now I am able to access. See, suppose this call we can call it a fully qualified namespace. We are giving first, we are pointing to Adi under the Adi calculator arithmetic operation. We are one by one pointing and we are retrieving the data. This is a fully qualified. Instead of writing, suppose I want to write a number of, suppose I want to create 5 times object means 5 times I need to write entire code. Instead of writing that much time, you can use directly by using namespace. How will that one? Just see. We can declare like this normally. This is a one type of. Other one we are giving alias name. This is the alias name. See, this is the Adi under the calculator arithmetic giving entirely. Afterwards I need to create object I need to use. Instead of using, that's the one way. If you want to create means alias name, you can use alias name like this. Alias name we can use. Next, this is also one type of alias name. Now I will uncomment all things. Okay. Now you can observe here. I given unused namespaces. I will delete first. Okay, these are the unused namespaces. This only we are using namespaces. Now adi.calculator.arithmetic we given already included namespace. Otherwise we can use alias name, or we can use for already predefined namespaces. We can like this alias name, and this is xyz again one more namespace. How we can use? Here different methods are given. This is the fully qualified name, Adi and Adi like this. Otherwise, using namespaces we can directly, instead of writing this much code, directly we are aggregated to automatic operator. We are able to access. If you remove upside, automatically it will throw error. Okay. Next, This is by using aliasing. Okay, you can use aliasing. You can use like this. Okay, just like I given alias name outside, alias name dot arithmetic operation. Any name we can use. Just like given for identification alias name I can access. Next, this is the one more XYZ. One more class is there. Below namespace. Just you want to see down this. For this purpose, I created object and access. Namespace nothing but it is organizing your code, just like blocking the block of code we are keeping in one namespace, we are using the code. That's it. And that namespaces is we can create the nested namespaces or multiple namespaces in one namespace, like this different ways we can create, or single namespaces we can create, and name by using statement we can declare the namespaces in upside of the page. That is one way. Another way, by using fully qualified names we can access the namespaces. Okay. I given some of examples also here. Just check it afterwards. This and all I already just explanation of that one only. I given what is the use of using directives and these are the different ways. Okay. Next, just like oops classes you asked, nothing but oops. Actually, oops classes is very important in C#. Oops is just like C# fillers you can say. Oops nothing but we can create class, object, interface, encapsulation. These are all encapsulation, abstraction, polymorphism. These are all under the First of all, class. Class nothing but just like it is template or blueprint or nothing but. Just like this template purpose. Suppose I want to, if you go to any construction, they will give some blueprint of your building. Based on your color change, automatically your building will become a little bit colorful. That's called just like class also. Where we can declare the class is just like structure of your code. Based on what data you pass to the class, based on data it will give return output. That's the class. Class nothing but it is template. By it is just like declaration or blueprint. This is used for classifying objects. Classifying objects means, suppose each and every time whenever I want to suppose how will be the buildings. Just like take one building. If I construction one building, one time I want red color, one time I want blue color, one time I want green color. Means that's another each and every time it's not possible to construct separate buildings. Based on we are constructing one building, based on our interest we are changing the colors. That's it. Same like that. Each cell, suppose sometimes I want to find addition of two numbers. Just like 2, 2 numbers. When I want to find out 3, 3, 4, 4. This the structure was same. What we are giving input was different. Sometimes addition of 2, 2 we need. Sometimes we need 3, 3. Sometimes we need 4, 4. Our input was changing, but structure was not changing. Suppose but doing this entire thing, each and every time if you want to write in program separate, it's not possible. Just like what is saying, it is one template. Template nothing but additionally one template. What you are passing objects, just like 2 and 2, it is objects you are passing to input to the particular class. Based on object, your output will be changed. So suppose if you pass 2, 2, it will give 4, 6, 8. 4, 4 if you pass 8 will give. Based on what you given input, the output will be changed. That's why class is just like template and it is blueprint. Okay. Now, this is the basic syntax. Okay. Basic already I don't know for methods also access specifiers is needed. For here also access specifiers is needed. Just like syntax, access specifiers, class name. Okay, just like access specifiers, class name, and open brackets and close bracket. Inside whatever you want, just like variable declaration, method declaration, and different things. Just like you can see here, members declaration. Members nothing but this. So you want something? Okay. Members declaration. Members declaration will be what? Int A, into B, into C, like this, different. Next, okay. Member methods. Member method nothing but just like add, subtraction, multiplication, like this, different methods. And here you can see first members access is best. Already I don't know it is public or private or protected internal, that. Afterwards we are giving data type nothing but integer or float, like this. Afterwards we give a variable name. Variable nothing but A or B or C, like this, or something number 1, number 2, number 3. These are called member variables. These are member methods. Methods nothing but methods we declared yesterday. Just like access specifies nothing but it will indicate the accessing the outside the properties. And return type nothing but what type of return data you are returning. And next, method name and parameter list, open bracket, close brackets. Okay, this is the default class structure. Class nothing but collection of members and member functions. Okay, somebody will call member variables, member methods. Somebody will call members and member functions, methods and variables, different names. Variables we can declare variables, members variables, like this, different names. For methods also we have different names. Methods, functions, and we can call as a member methods. These are different names. This is the default structure of class. See this one, some note. Access specify the access rules for the members. Means it is specify the some rules for the what are the properties we will. Okay, as well as the class itself. Means based on that access specifies what it will. It is exclude to outside or only for input. Means that property it is going to outside or inside, and it will specify. As well as then the default access specifier of the class. Default access specifiers. If you not mention any class access specifiers, that's called internal. Means internal. That internal private product internal I will explain afterwards. Just keep it class default access specifier. If you not mention anything, that access specifier is called internal. Okay. Next, default access specifier for members. Members means inside. That are not private defaultly. Private nothing but we cannot access outside. Okay. That internal means some accessibility is there outside. Okay. Next, these are some points I mentioned. Just go through. See here. You can see one default small example for class. Class print and open brackets, close bracket, and public void print name and open bracket, close bracket. See, suppose before class I didn't mention anything. Defaultly it is internal. That's why I mentioned default specifier is internal. If you want to specify, you can specify whatever you want, just like public, like that, different way. And inside I mentioned public. Public nothing but this can be accessible. Okay, if I give it private, it's not accessible outside. That's the access specifier. This is the default class example. Okay. Now one more thing. We created the class and all is okay, fine. How to access the data outside the class? That's the main point. We created the class. Under the class, we created a number of methods, variables, and all working perfectly fine. But how to access the data? That's we can create for object. Okay, we can tell somebody will call object, somebody will call instantiation, like this different. Instantiation nothing but what is the meaning of instance? We are creating one just like code, instant. Just like I have entire Xerox, just like you can say Xerox. So suppose I have original copy. I cannot provide original copy. If you want anything, just like I will copy and I will give you. Same thing, just like here also. It's a blueprint. Somebody if you come and ask, I can provide my blueprint. Just like object creation also, instantiation nothing but we are creating a number of instances. So suppose I have one original copy means I can create a number of duplicates. Like that also if I have class, I can create a number of objects. Based on object I can utilize my class. This is one example for object creation. I will explain object creation one by one. Just This is one more example. See here, we have some namespaces, and also we created one namespace. Afterwards, class accept and open brackets. We have some variables declaration, public string name, and we have one methods accept details. Under the accept details, we are asking please enter your name. After entering the name, we are storing into name field. This entire block for taking the name field. Next, we created one more class. See the class print. One class we are accepting details, one class we are printing. That is a printing class. Here we can public void print details. We are printing the details. What we are doing first? We are already put the details of in first class. How to access the first class details? We are using accept a new accept. We created an object for first class. Object nothing but just like this instantiation for one class. If I want to access first class methods or anything, I need to create object. If I am not using static, when I am using static, one more way is there. I will explain static. Static classes or static members is different in access. Without static, we need to create like this object. Okay. A dot accept details. A dot accept details means it will go on A class. A nothing but accept. It will go to accept details class. Under the accept details class, A dot accept details methods it will accept. Based on that one, automatically next it will trigger. It will print the. Actually, I created already in accept details class. What I did, I'm taking the name and I'm storing into one name class. That's why A dot name. Okay. Now I will show an example. Same thing. Okay, see here entirely I created class accept one class, afterwards class print one more class, class program is one more class. Three classes I created. Okay, what the starting point? Mainly starting point was main only, always is main only. Okay, now this one also remove it, no need. Okay, starting point was main only. Okay, now I want to, what's my aim of this entire program was, I need to take the name from my input and I need to print. Just like I need to ask the details of class, I can print. That entirely we can write in one line only. Why you are going to separate classes or separate methods or separate different values? Just like reusable purpose. Class nothing but just like we can use the reusable purpose. Suppose if you want to a number of users came, a number of developers also, you can see suppose once I created accept and print, just like I will reuse the code, same code I will reuse each and every time I don't want to ask. That purpose. First, here see, static void, first starting point was this one only, static void main. So open brackets, what I created, this called object creation. Print is a class name. P is my object name. Any name you can use here. Equal to new print. Open bracket close that. New nothing but you are newly creating object. If you already exist the object, or say suppose I created already P object. If I am clearing the already existing data. Say suppose I have one just like bottle. If I want to clear the bottle, if I want to put another anything, I will clear the bottle, I can use the next code. See, suppose if I have water, if I have cool drink, if I mix cool drink and water will mix, it is based on. Like that only here also object and all also. First, we are need to clear the object. That's how we can clear, just like by using new keyword. New nothing but newly creating object. That's it. Okay. How we can use that one means, see here, print p, new p is my first object. I created object, I am using somewhere, I am accept use it after completion. See, just like I use this one. I use this one. P dot print details I use. After completion of usage, if suddenly I use the same object means some data will be stay there only. I need to use same data, but I don't want to use same data. I want to create a new object. That purpose, just like p equal to new print means what the use of new print, it will create new object. Again, it will start with starting object. Just like it will create the whatever the memory having, and it will create the new object. Okay. Just print p dot print details and console dot read line. We are reading the data. Now, okay, we created object p dot print details. P dot print details means when I click, if you want to go step by step, after creating the object, if you click F12, automatically it will go to that class. It came to print class. I created already one more class print. In the class, what I am doing, open brackets, and I created one more method, public void print details. Okay, open brackets and close brackets. Okay, now accept a equal to new accept. Accept is again one more class. Okay, I created object for that class. Again a dot accept details. What's going on accept details? If you want to know, just click on F12 again. If you place on method and F12, you go to that method. It came to accept details method. This is a one more class accept. Here open bracket, close bracket. Here I declare the one public property. That's the name. After public property, I am accepting the details. Just like one method is this. Here I am asking first defaultly what I given. My name was something a default I declare. Afterwards, what I did, console.write line. Please enter your name. If you enter your name, automatically after read line nothing but it is read the data from console application. It reads the data and it will store the in name place. Now my data available in name class. Now come back. We are went now step by step back. Now we are coming step by step print. Now we are went main class to print to accept details view. Now up to in accept details we took the data. Now what I need to do next, print I need to do. Again I need to come main method, I need to exist from my class. Here accept details. We are accepted details and it is printing console.write line a.name is equal to something. And finally it will come to here. Just put breakpoint. Okay, his came. Just press F11. It came to now. See, automatically it will go to print details. Now go and see the name. It's not able to access. Means I am not able to see. Till that I will not execute it. It's went to accept details. Okay. Accept details. Now name was something A. It's asking please enter your name. Okay, I enter red toy. Okay, it came to red toy. Read line. Okay, we are reading the data. Now accept is again came to print details. Now go and check. It's called red toy. Means I have separate classes, but I am able to access the methods. How that are done means, just now see output. Your name is red toy. Before we explained, we are taking all the details into one methods, and I explained previous classes. Now I explain different classes and different access methods and different variables. See, suppose I don't know what is the use of access specifiers. See, suppose if I removed this one, public, I am able to access name here. My entire class I am able to access. Okay, here no error. Come and see here. It's throwing error. A dot name is not able to access. Why? Because I said we saw here default access for members is private. Private nothing but is not able to access outside. If you not provided any access specified for any member or members or member functions, default it is called private. See, that's why it is throwing error. If I keep public, automatically error will come. Okay, this is the access specified, and this is the function. Functions I am removing public. Accept details. This is again throwing error. Why? Because this is again private. If you remove the access specified, default access specified for member and member functions is private. That's why we are not able to access. One more thing you need to observe. See, suppose if I remove this one public, I can able to access my name here, and I can able to access my method also in other method. I have one more void something print or get. Okay. Now in the same class, if I kept private also, I am able to access my methods in its class itself. What's the meaning of itself? Class is it will provide some restriction for outside access. Okay, that's why you are not. And it's, if you put access specified for that one, you cannot access outside. Okay, class nothing but is just like blueprint. It is organizing your code in block of members and member functions, and it will give some access specified for outside. If you create object only, you can access the outside. So suppose this clear, no? Now public. See, class also you can put public or internal only. Actually, it is private, protected, not work class. Okay, I will explain that when I do the access specified. See, now if I want to use this class methods outside this, definitely I need to create an object. See, this is the object creation. Now, if I comment, automatically it will throw error. Or if I try to access directly, it will throw error. Why? Because class is again one block of code. If you want to access the block of code, definitely we need to create object for that class. Just like I said, no, is a class is blueprint. If you want to access anything from blueprint, you need to create object for that one, and you can access. Otherwise, it's not possible. Okay. This is the main important topic in classes. Means classes, by using class keyword you can create class name, open brackets and close bracket. In classes we have members and member functions, Class it is useful, but just like blueprint, it will not do any memory allocation, anything it will not allocate. When you create object only, say suppose here we are doing so many operations, integer, name and all we declare. But when you create first class, it will not create any memory allocation and that will not appear. But when you create an object, automatically it will take care of object. So suppose I have one class. Class something add or calculator. Okay, this is a calculator. I have in this public int add int a comma int b. It will return a plus b. This is the one. What we did, we declared the two variables. This is declaration we are passing the variables. What will happen? So suppose if I create an object for class A equal to this is a calculator object, new calculator A dot add 2 comma 2 I passed. One time I passed. This I am accessing. I am passing 2 comma 2. Suppose you add some base aspect. Just like same object B new calculator B dot add. Automatically it will create one more object. Means what the meaning that means how many objects creation for class, that many objects means we can get a number of objects, that space allocation and all will appear separately. That the object creations, this memory allocation will take care of .NET framework. Okay, where memory allocation will appear for object creation is already at home for stack and heap separate memory management is there in .NET. Okay, here stack and heap. Stack and heap is there. When you create objects and all reference type variables, it will create a here. Okay, object creation. This memory allocation objects and all names and all it will store in heap. What the data related to A, that data it will store into stack again. Just like it is data will store in stack only, but names allocation and all it will store in heap. Same thing, see suppose I created B. Again B object will create. Okay, now you understood. Say suppose I am creating only one class, calculating one class. For one class I am creating n number of objects, n number of spaces allocation is happening. What is the use of that one? See suppose if you are not having n number of allocations in separately, what will happen? See suppose if I am using 2 comma 2 I given, it will store 2 comma 2 here. If you came to access the website, if you enter 3 comma 3, my data will replace 3 comma 3. It will not create new object, stack and automatically replace the data, old data what exists, new data will go. See suppose somebody they enter 4 comma 4, automatically already existing 2 comma 2 is there, 3 comma 3 is there, it will replace it to 4 comma 4. Means it will not work properly. Who can reset it, that data it will appear. That's the problem. That's why they introduce two types of data types, stack and heap. Okay, this variables allocation and heap it will appear, the data will appear in stack. Okay, that's why class is a reference type. Reference type nothing but it will create a number of objects, a number of space will allocate based on what namespace you want to access. Based on that, you can access the your data. Okay. See some guidelines I mentioned here, just go through afterwards. Means how to create the class. See suppose the class names and are going to use any predefined keyword, just like integer or float. Suppose integer and our already predefined keywords, integer, some class, interface. These are not predefined keywords. My class name also, if I give an interface or integer, float, double, is not good. That's why give some meaningful name and different faster letters. Faster letters, first letter must be capitalized, different rules and different things. This good. Okay. Next. Here you can see again different types of classes. Okay. This different types of classes nothing but abstract class, partial class, sealed class, and static class. Okay. Normally we understood just of classes. Now again different classes. Why you need to different classes means based on our environment, what the use of our use environment, based on that one I need to select our class. Here different 1, 2, 3, 4 is there totally. Normally here abstract class nothing but normally class we have members and member functions, but abstract class methods no definition, only declaration. Meaning of that one is, see, this is one class. If I mention abstract class we can create fully definition class entirely or partial, just like public return type subtraction int a comma int b. Here no open bracket and no definition. Like this also can do. Where you can define the method, define the method means that in inherited classes you can do that one. I will explain afterwards. This one also I will explain tomorrow. Next, this type of classes you can call as the abstract classes. Next, partial class. Partial class nothing but partially. Suppose now where you can use partial classes is, suppose if you go to big organization or some big companies, some developers need to work in one class, a number of employees need to work in one class. See, suppose I created class as some employee. You also created employee class. See, suppose one class cannot create different classes. It's not possible. In one program, with same name, it's not possible a number of classes. But if we keep partial keyword before that class keyword, see, suppose my class is a class employee. Yours also class employee. It's not possible now. If we keep partial before the class name, before the class, partial class name is, it will accept 3 classes. How it will build and all is, C# compiler will take care. Actually, what will operate in compiler is all 3 classes it will merge into one class finally. That's the, if you have multiple developers, they want to do work and one class means we use partial class. Okay. Next, sealed class. Seal nothing but is we can add inherit. Means just like this sealed, we can add inherit the classes. Okay, we can add what are inheritance and all I will explain next level. That's why I'm not kept. Just seal nothing but it is sealed class. We cannot implement new things on chain class. Okay, next, static. Normally, just now we class normal classes. We need to create objects for classes and that. But if we keep the static keyword before the class, that classes we can call as a static classes. For static classes, you don't need to create object. By using class name only, directly you can access the what are the properties having in classes. Normally, see, suppose this I have add and subtraction method. If I want to access these 2 methods, what I need to do? Class A, new class object I need to create. If I kept the static before, like this object creation is not possible. How we can access? Just like cal dot add directly. These are 2 ways. This is the object creation way. This is the direct. If you use the static nothing but this global level declaration. Static is global, it is single. Means when you will appear class, when you will appear object means if I declare any variables or anything class static, when my program started only my memory allocation will happen. When I create normal classes with the object means when I call the object that time only memory allocation. Where you need to use, where you need to use object classes means static classes we need to use if you want to global level, if you want to reach the same thing global level each and every so many times starting hours to ending hours if you want to use this, we can go for static classes. Normal object classes, normal classes, whenever you want to just like a little bit, whenever you want just like small piece of time if you want to use that time, we can go for object classes. Okay, tomorrow I will explain one by one means abstract class, one examples, and one by one I will take, and tomorrow I will explain. Okay, maybe partial classes, some rules and regulations, scene class, rules and regulations. These are access specifiers, and these are static class and instance class difference. Okay, tomorrow I will explain. Afterwards I will start constructors.